Pete the Cat and the Bedtime Blues. Blues, blues, blues. Pete and the gang had a great day. They had been at the beach, surf and sun and tons of fun. But when the sun went down, they didn't want the fun to end. Pete had an idea. Hey, how about a sleepover? More time for tons of fun. Super groovy. Pete's place, let's go. The party was far out, but they all knew they couldn't stay up all night. The gang decided it was time to say goodnight. On went the pajamas, on went the light. Good night, Gus. Good night, Alligator. Good night, Toad. Good night, Pete. All friends sitting around. Pete was just about to catch some Z's when clap, clap, clap. Who did that? Pete asked. It was me, said the grumpy Toad. I don't want to go to bed. I want to clap instead. Pete covered his ears. This cool cat needs to go to bed. Good night, Gus. Good night, Alligator. Good night, Toad. Good night. Time to sleep. Pete tried again to catch some Z's, then rat-a-tat-tat-tat. Who did that? Pete asked. It was me, the Gus, the party puss. I didn't want to go to bed. I want to jam instead. Pete covered his head. This cool cat needs to get some sleep. Time to sleep. Good night, Gus. Good night, Alligator. Good night, Toad. Good night. Pete closed his eyes, catch some Z's when he heard munch, munch, munch. Pete had hunch. It was the alligator. He always up for eating. What could Pete do? All the clapping, rat-a-tat-tatting, and munching was giving him bedtime blues. Pete had a groovy idea. He got his favorite bedtime story, started to read, first to himself and then to the gang. Pete noticed it was finally quiet. No more clapping, no more rat-a-tat-tat, and no more munching. They all settled down. One made a sound. Pete yawned and turned off the light. Good night, sleep tight. Time to catch some Z's. Tomorrow was another day for surfing and sun and fun's of fun. Yabba dabba doo.